If Joe Cole was playing now, he'd win a Ballon d'Or.
Are you crazy?
Genuinely
Are you recording? Is this recording?
We are actually recording. Should we go?
Yeah.
What's happening, everyone?
Nonsense.
Hey, I'm in the middle of my flow. What's happening, everyone? Today we are going to do the impossible. We are going to create our own individual overrated 11s. I've given it the due diligence that it deserves. I focus fully on this. And I have convinced myself, and I'm about to convince you, that I've created the best and most unfair and unbiased overrated 11 that there is. Helping me do it is a wonderful Ade Oladipo. Make sure that you click the link in the description below. You will find all of Ade's socials there. I'm going to kick us off and underway.
Go on.
The goalkeeper of my overrated 11 is the one and only obvious choice, Hugo Lloris. Incredibly overrated.
He was never
a good goalie in the Premier League.
I don't know if he was rated. He was
rated. So rated.
No, he was rated because he played for France and they won everything. But I don't know if we rated him for his club form.
No, I don't think he should have been rated. But there is no doubt in my mind that at the time when he was playing in the Premier League, people were talking about him. Like when I was saying at the time, what's wrong at Tottenham? How do Tottenham improve? What do Tottenham need to do? My almost immediate starting point was they need a new goalie. And that just wasn't seen as the case.
Yeah,
that wasn't seen as the case.
11 seasons at Spurs or something?
You ever heard Majestic talk about Hugo Lloris?
It's like
he's talking about Lev Yashin.
Okay.
Loves him. Loves him.
Okay. Well, you're wrong because the goalkeeper has to be Joe Hart. Like, Joe Hart has to be the goalkeeper. Like, he was so overrated. Even when Pep came was like, all right, get out.
Was he overrated?
Of course he was. He's the England goalkeeper. He was goalkeeper for Man City in England.
No, but he was the best English goalkeeper around at the time. So that's not overrated. He was England's goalkeeper because he was the best around.
It was around at the time. Debatable. There was some. Well, it actually wasn't that much. Was
really.
It? Yeah.
It wasn't. Well, there wasn't major. It was like Carson was about. It wasn't major.
No.
He was the best English goalkeeper. I don't think Joe Hart is seen in a particularly positive light.
For Man City, it was for a period.
He did that
for
whole
Man City,
cheerleading
he
thing.
was 100%. Remember, this is the Man City side that won titles. He was considered a very, very good goalkeeper. To the point where when Pep dropped him and got rid of him, there was a bit of an outrage. Like, you dropped Joe Hart, our goalkeeper, England goalkeeper at the time, and there was an outrage. He has to be there. And by the way, Joe, I'm not saying you weren't a good goalkeeper. I'm just saying he was highly rated.
List,
highly rated, and I think a bit overrated.
Yeah, I'm sticking with. I think Lloris was like, honestly, I think that he was held in ridiculously high regard that he didn't deserve, and I'm going to stick with.
Couple of honourable mentions.
Go on then.
Edison.
Yeah, how highly is he? I think people are aware.
I think there was a time when Edison was considered, alongside Alisson, the best goalkeeper in the world. Because he was so good with his feet and not great with his hands. Because he was so good with his feet, he was basically a sweeper keeper. It was him that started this, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you almost felt like he was just a centre-back playing in goal. But that was the problem. It felt like he was a centre-back in goal sometimes.
I think sometimes when we look back on goalkeepers, we can be very kind about them. Like, David James, for example, was a disastrous goalkeeper.
But never rated.
No, not then. Then he was calamity.
Oh, you mean
James.
now we look back?
I think now, when you see him when doing media and whatever, I think people go, you're former England goalkeeper, former Liverpool goalkeeper. I think people think that he was decent, whereas he wasn't.
David Seaman? Was David, like for about a decade, no, he's a good guy, but for about a decade, it was the best goalkeeper in the Premier League is either Seaman or Schmeichel. Now, Schmeichel has stayed. Seaman has definitely dropped off, so it makes me wonder, was he overrated?
But David Seaman is undoubtedly Arsenal's best ever goalkeeper Premier League era. Definitely. Better than Jens Lehmann.
I don't think, not by a mile. Not by a mile.
Definitely.
Not by a mile.
Better.
Not by a mile.
Yeah, better than Jens Lehmann, better than David Raya.
He's not better than David Raya.
Seaman?
He's not better than David Raya. Stop it, Rory Jennings. He's not better than David Raya.
How can you possibly elevate a double-winning goalkeeper?
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm serious.
Don't do this trophy thing to me.
Hang on. David Seaman went from QPR to Arsenal, took less money, and became Arsenal's number one for well over a decade. You're now
in the chat, in the comment section, let us know. Because I believe
it's going to be.
I think it's going to be Raya.
Seaman.
I think it's going to be Raya. I think Raya could be the best goalkeeper in the world right now.
Right. So, who is your contender?
Joe Hart.
Hugo Lloris. So 1-0 Rory. 1-0 Rory. Well, let's go now. Left back. Left back. Who is your left back?
Luke Shaw.
Oh God, he's not.
Of course he's rated.
You know what the word overrated means?
You're telling me Luke Shaw's not rated?
By who?
Every time the England squad's picked, he's there. All of a sudden, Luke's always there.
That's got more to do with Gareth Southgate than anything else.
Luke Shaw has been picked for 10 years, pretty much. I know Trippier's been there.
Have you spoken to a football
fan? He's always
fan?
picked in. One second. So, whoa. If he's not rated, he wouldn't be picked for England.
No, that's not true.
When he's fit, he always starts for United. when fit.
Yeah, again.
When fit always starts for England, which means, not by me, people are overrating him because he's always been picked.
Mate, that's
this
not
guy
what
can have one
overrated
leg.
means.
What does it mean
You could easily be England's best left back, but still be a distinctly average player. Like, you have to be rated by people. Like,
He's rated by the England manager.
Yeah, he's rated by
He's
one
been rated.
person.
He's been rated by five Man United managers. 5 Man United managers have decided he's my number one left back when fit.
I'm not sure they've done that. I mean,
Van Gaal-
Mourinho most certainly didn't.
Mourinho didn't. Yeah. I said 5. I discounted Mourinho.
No.
Van Gaal bought him, top manager.
Yeah, but the signing was a good, noble, progressive, intelligent signing.
Yeah.
Because at the time he was part of that Southampton team that barely conceded any goals.
Are you telling me that United fans don't say when fit he's our best left back?
You can be the best left back at United. For example, Trevor Chalobah is one of Chelsea's best centre halves, but he's not a very good player.
But no one's ever said Trevor Chalobah's rated.
No, but you're saying that he's rated because he's picked.
No, I'm saying because 5 managers have decided. Look, they bought one left back to try and replace him, and that was Malacia, and he's rubbish. Like literally, he's always been the left back. That they
Luke
wanted.
Shaw's not this. The answer to this, the best left back for this conversation, the most overrated left back in Premier League history, is Andy Robertson.
Are you drunk?
Are you drunk? I mean, you don't know what the word overrated means.
No. But he's not overrated.
He is.
Though.
People try and tell me that he's as good as any that have played.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
do. They always say no. They don't. They always say Cole. They say Cole. They say Evra, and then they say Robbo, and I think that's fair.
The third best left back.
I think they say the third best left back in Premier League history. And if you can, like Dennis Irwin, he crossed over both, didn't he?
Yeah,
old Division 1 Premier League.
Obviously
old Division 1 Premier League, that's why he doesn't get in that. I think, unless you're going to name another one.
No, in terms of...
Unless you're naming another one.
I think I could easily agree with you that Andy Robertson is the 4th best left back in the Premier League era.
That's
no
fair
doubt.
Then. So that's why he's so rated.
And he's undoubtedly Liverpool's best left back of the Premier League. He's better than any left back. He's better than Risa, isn't he?
Yeah, he's better,
far better than Risa.
Yeah.
So, fine, he is Liverpool's best left back. But I think people hold Andy Robertson in like ridiculously high regard.
You know what it is with Robbo as well? I think it's because of the value. We got him from Hull for like 6 million. And I think we think value for money, it's incredible what we've got out of him.
He's a brilliant player. I like him.
Do you
I'd love to meet him.
you think he's the 3rd or 4th best ever in the Prem, potentially? I know it's a difficult question.
Yeah.
So he's not overrated then, is he?
He is. He is overrated because I feel like people see him as being like massively integral to everything that Liverpool team did.
I would say he was overrated if people said, you know what, it's him or Cole, you know. And I don't think people do that.
No, but
I don't think people do that.
What I think people do, you know, when you look at why Liverpool was so successful in that era, I think I could name 6 Liverpool players, 7 Liverpool players before I would name Robertson. Whereas I feel like what happens is Robertson clings on to Trent Alexander-Arnold's coattails a bit, and they go, part of the reason Liverpool was so good in that Klopp era, they go, the fullbacks.
No, he's with Trent in that.
No.
He's with Trent in that.
No.
He's with Trent in that.
The contribution to Liverpool's success in that period.
Remember him and Trent were going back and forth about assists.
This is
Do you remember that?
demonstrating my point perfectly.
They were. I remember they were competing about it. Like they used to like joke about it. Like, when he got 10, 11, they used to go back and forth. And he's better defensively than Trent by a million miles.
Trent Alexander-Arnold's contribution to that Liverpool era of success under Klopp. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think you go, why were Liverpool so good? You probably go, Van Dijk, Salah, Trent.
No, I go that Liverpool left side defensively, or Van Dijk and Robbo were incredible.
No. But if you go, so the year that Liverpool won the league at Cantor, right?
Yeah.
In fact, what's the best? Maybe a European Cup year, one of those years, right? That era. If you are naming the reasons that it happened, right? So Mane's name's going to be said very quickly, right? Firmino's name's going to be said very quickly. I feel like Robertson, in my opinion, Robertson's name should be mentioned 7th.
No, but you know what?
Whereas I feel like people will go,
I
the
agree.
fullbacks potentially first.
No, you're always going to name the fancy players, the silky players, and I feel like sometimes people miss Henderson, Wijnaldum, Robbo. But I think a lot of Liverpool fans will say those players, those kind of shields and guards, which allow the fancy players to kind of do their trickery and stuff, are almost forgotten. I think Robbo's that. It's just a consistency. No, but I think it's a great one.
For the record, by the way, I love Andy
Robertson.
Him, I
know.
Yeah. I rate him and I love it. I rate him so highly.
But you think he's overrated a little bit?
Yeah.
That's the name of the show. That's the name of the show. That's the name of the show.
Okay, so you're sticking with yours?
I'm sticking with mine.
Okay.
Yours is good.
Okay, should we do centre halves?
Go on.
I've got a great pairing.
You got a pairing?
Do you want to do it as a pairing or individuals?
I've got individual. Can I do individual?
Go on, you kick
Gary
off.
Cahill. Overrated.
By who?
But Gary Cahill was you love him. You keep telling me every time you tell me.
I'm not putting him in like an all-time Chelsea 11, am I?
No, but you always consider. You always tell me Gary Cahill and John Terry defensively, and you always mention Gary Cahill.
One of us is getting this wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's you.
So you don't think he's overrated? I just think he was an average centre back, and I think he's been elevated to being above average. So I think he was overrated from where I think he is.
I don't think he's, and like the word average, I don't think is quite correct.
You don't think he's an average centre back?
No, I think he's a very good centre back. Like he's a very good centre back, comparable.
Go on, give me a player now that he's comparable to, and then I'll know.
Of today?
Yeah,
of today. Of today, he's one. If he was a centre half today, he'd be one of the best in the league. Today. Because basically the good centre halves today in the league,
was he one of the best in the league back then?
One at Liverpool, one at Palace.
Was he one of the best in the league back then?
He would have certainly been in the top 5 or 6.
No,
yeah.
See, overrated.
No, he most certainly would have been.
So it's Terry, it's Van Dijk, it's Terry, it's Vidic, it's Ferdinand, Sol Campbell's around. He wasn't that. This is my point. This is my point. He wasn't a top 5 centre back.
Gary Cahill at that period, so we signed him from Bolton. Yeah. He landed at Chelsea in the January of 2012. Mm-hmm. By the
how much? It's big money as well. He signed for.
It weren't huge.
Wasn't like 14 million.
We chased him for a long time. By the time he landed 5 months later, he's won the FA Cup, beating Liverpool in the final, and then he was like a star man in the final in Munich.
See, this is what you're doing. You're doing it for me. This is wonderful. See, you're doing it now.
No, but I'm just telling you,
you're elevating him. No, but you're elevating him up though.
I'm just telling you what happened. I'm not necessarily holding him in massively high regard for this. Yeah. You are. I'm telling you the story. The story is John Terry, our captain, got sent off in the Nou Camp, fouling Alexis Sanchez. We had Branislav Ivanovic out, John Terry out, Ramirez out, Raul Meireles out. David Luiz played basically on one leg in a final. Gary Cahill.
But by the way, Gary, I worked with you a year ago, so if you're watching this, I think you're a lovely guy. I just think that everyone thinks you're a bit better than maybe you were. I hate doing this, but I think you're a bit better than maybe you were. That's all it is, Gary.
Yeah, I think, again, you've got this massively wrong.
I haven't got this massively wrong. Go on, who's yours?
Where I'll start Ledley King. Ledley King's
You're out of order.
Ledley King's not very good.
You know what? Wait, one second.
Everyone shows me a tackle.
Ledley King. 1 second. Ledley King better than Gary Cahill?
Is Ledley King better than Gary Cahill? Comparable, very comparable.
Stop it.
Very comparable players. Very comparable.
But I do know what you mean about Ledley, and I like Ledley personally as a friend. But I do know what you mean. Ledley's the player that if he was fit, he would be better than Everyone shows you the Robin tackle, right? Is it the Robin tackle when he comes back?
The Robin tackle. And do you know what nobody knows? This drives me mad. I was at that game. Yeah. Do you know what happened after that tackle?
What?
We took a corner and scored.
Did you really?
I swear to God. So everyone goes, what a tackle, Ledley King. Okay, you're the captain of that defence, Ledley. What are you going to do now? Set up for the corner? Oh, it's in the back of the net. Great tackle. Yeah, nobody knows. If you watch, particularly on social media, this clip of Ledley King chasing after Arjen Robben. Arjen Robben's about to score down the end of White Hart Lane where the Chelsea fans were in the corner. Robben's about to pull the trigger. Fantastic tackle, Ledley King. Absolutely brilliant. Time to perfection. Brilliant. Chelsea get up. Ledley King gets up. Ball's crossed in. Ball's in the back of the net. Well played, Ledley.
But he done his job defensively. Don't you think?
He
trapped back Robin. He was about 40 yards behind him.
He's allowed to head the corner out.
40 yards behind him. It's not his fault.
The corner out. Captain of the defence. He's a captain. You marshalling, you organising this defence? Yeah, I'm on it. Go. Oh, sorry. What? It's in the back of the net. Yeah. Mate, I just don't get it with Ledley King. I really just don't get it. It's a story that is so well told by Tottenham fans that it's become truth.
I think it's because of the Sol Campbell thing. Right? Sol Campbell left, and Ledley came through. King. Yeah, similar stature.
And
similar
also, because he was
always
injured,
always one leg.
You never knew. Like, you can't quantify it. So Ledley King being injured, you're like, if he weren't injured, he'd be the best footballer in the world. You're like, I don't think that's true.
Didn't Henry say something? I think they asked Henry about your hardest defender, and I think he said Ledley as well.
Playing against Ledley.
Yeah, he said playing against Ledley King.
I think we went to Portugal. England went to Portugal in 2004. Was it ever? When we were so desperate for him.
And that's when he got picked over Carragher, I think. And Carragher, when Carragher came on Talk Sport and had a go with Durham, I think they went back and forth. He said, I'm retiring. He's like...
Yeah, no, because Carragher played in Germany. He definitely played in 06. I can't remember, but basically, Ledley King, we were using him. We were potentially using him as a midfield. He's a very good player. But I've honestly heard, it's very common that you will hear, generally Tottenham fans, but not only Tottenham fans, they will say, if Ledley King wasn't injured, he would be the best defender of the Premier League era. Better than Terry. Like, do you know what their song was for him?
I played against them, Schoolboys.
He's only like their song.
It was incredible.
Then?
Yeah.
Senrab. Was he Senrab?
He was at Senrab, but he played for London Schoolboys. I was at Essex Schoolboys.
Right. Yeah, Essex
Untouchable.
Boy, yeah? Is that why you gone for the double denim?
Essex Schoolboys. You know who's the centre back? Essex Schoolboys. John Terry.
Yeah.
Bobby Zamora was up front.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Good team.
Jermaine Defoe,
I played like 3 times.
Defoe in that team?
No, he was a year younger.
Right.
It was a year younger.
But
Patrick Adjaman was in there.
Do you know what they used to sing for Ledley King?
Go on.
He's only got one knee. He's better than John Terry.
Oh, that's what. Now it all makes sense.
No.
It took your time to come out.
That's what they used to sing.
Makes sense. If they didn't sing that song, you wouldn't have this
Ledley King. You know, if Ledley King never had an injury in his entire life, he wouldn't have won any more silverware. He wouldn't have played for England any more times. No, but he wouldn't have ever been better than John.
He probably not. But I think he might have moved and won. I think he would have got a big move and he would have gone and won silverware.
He was fine. I think he was at the right club. I think he was the kind of level that I think he was what he was.
Okay.
Have you done your centre half?
No. Shall I give him another one?
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that. I think he is overrated.
Ruben Diaz is overrated.
Yeah.
I remember when Van Dijk was at his absolute best, and it was like, it's Van Dijk or Ruben Diaz. I'm like, have I missed something here? Like, why is this happening? Why is this conversation happening? I think he's just okay. Like when he plays, I think he's all right. When he doesn't play, I think he's okay. He's not missed. I think he's just a look. Ultimately, he's playing for the champions and he's won several trophies. So I don't want to dig him too much, but I just don't think he's the world-beaten centre-back that everyone says. Like now, even nowadays, I know his legs have gone a little bit, but when everyone says mention your best centre-backs, the days of saying Ruben Diaz are done. And I just feel like it was overrated back then. I feel like what was around him made him really good. I felt Akanji at times made him look good. I thought Stones made him look good. I thought they always had the pace and recovery. I just don't think he's that good. And now he's dating Maya Jama. He just annoys me.
No, I've got no issue with Ruben Diaz. I think that you're correct.
Okay.
I think this is one I agree with. Okay. It's not who I went for.
So I got the game right, finally?
Finally,
okay.
This is one I agree with, but it's not who I went for.
Who have you gone for?
Nemanja Vidic.
No.
Nemanja Vidic incredibly overrated.
No.
People will genuinely tell you.
You've clearly got the game wrong yourself then.
No.
How can a two-time... Where's my camera? This is my camera. How can a player that's won the PFA award 2 years, I think it was back-to-back as well, not be overrated?
No, because he's a good player.
You can't be overrated if you've then won that award.
You can be if people are overrating you. If people are suggesting that you are the best Premier League defender of all time. If people
no one said that. No one's saying that.
I'll tell you what
no one's saying that.
I'll tell you what I've heard.
Go on.
I've heard a Manchester United fan, somebody who's obsessed with stats, argue, and it made my brain go soft. I had a migraine off the back of listening to it. Argue that Nemanja Vidic is the Premier League's best ever defender, better than Terry, better than Ferdinand. Better than Vidic is an excellent defender.
Fantastic.
And you can compare him to excellent defenders. For example, you can compare Nemanja Vidic, you can have a conversation, you'd be wrong. But if you wanted to tell me that Vidic was better than Tony Adams, I would think you were wrong, but I would listen to your argument. If you wanted to tell me that Nemanja Vidic was better than Sol Campbell, you'd be wrong, but I would listen to your argument. You cannot possibly tell me that Vidic was better than Rio Ferdinand. You just can't do it.
You know the award he won? I don't know if it was the PFA's Player of the Year or the Football Writers one. So I don't know which one he won in terms... The reason I'm saying this because obviously one's voted by fans or players and one's sort of just picked. So either way, he's been voted by that. Like people have voted him to win this award.
Yeah, democracy. Democracy. No. Friendships.
No.
Like
you know that era of defending as well. Number one, there were so many great defenders playing.
Is Vidic better than Van Dijk?
No.
No. Is Vidic better than Sol Campbell?
No.
Is Vidic better than Tony Adams?
Premier League?
Premier League.
Possibly, yeah.
I disagree.
Possibly, yeah.
I disagree.
You'd be
if
wrong.
you think he was so reliant on physique, technically not particularly good player, not particularly good player.
No, but there's two types of defenders, and you're right about that. But he was more of a cruncher. He was more.
But so was Terry.
It was comparable to
on the ball.
So was different levels to like a Martin Scott, obviously completely. Yeah, you're right. They were. No, that's why they are the very
Rio
very
Ferdinand, best. You know when you want to talk about the physicality of the game, cruncher, physical presence, dominance, aggression. Rio Ferdinand, John Terry had all of those properties.
I don't think Rio did. I don't think
Rio Ferdinand most certainly had a physical presence.
Not to the Vidic way. Not Vidic. And maybe it's me just being harsh on Rio.
Vidic would get himself sent off in big games. You know, like it's all very well having that physical presence, but it costs your team when you get sent off. Like Vidic was an excellent player, very good player.
Fantastic.
But I think it's crazy. Vidic isn't even Man United's second best defender of the Premier League.
Stam.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, but the bar's so high. I mean, it's no shame in being the third.
No, it's fine if he's a third, but I just don't think that people accept him as a third.
I think when I hear Vidic's name mentioned, I think people, again, if you're hearing people say he's one of the best ever, then you're right, he should be in this list. But I think people say top 10 Premier League centre-back.
No, they don't.
What do they say? Top 5?
That's
What do they
true.
say? What do they
I would
say?
have no issue
What
with
do they say?
Mate, I've heard people argue the best. Like, Vidic has far more in common with brilliant defender, like Steve Bruce. Brilliant Man United centre-half. Brilliant Man United captain. A blood, sweat and tears
Better
captain.
than Steve Bruce, though.
Steve Bruce was amazing.
Steve Bruce was amazing. I know Pallister and Bruce combination.
Yeah, but Bruce was amazing.
Yeah, but Vidic is better than Steve Bruce.
Maybe, fine, but argue it out.
Yeah.
Don't talk about John Terry with Nemanja Vidic. Don't talk about Rio Ferdinand with Nemanja Vidic.
One second.
Don't talk about Ricardo Carvalho with Nemanja Vidic.
One second. So wait. So these are guys all in the top 6, top 7, right? John maybe number 1 with Rio, right? Number 1, 2. Of course you can argue a guy that's ranked number 7 arguing as number 1. Of course you can.
Because the chasm between the two. So, for example, in terms of big clubs, Man United or Liverpool 1 and 2 in terms of the size of the club. 7th in the country would be like Villa. But you can't compare Villa to Man United.
That's a bad analogy.
I think it's a really strong one.
It's a strong one.
I think it's a really good analogy.
No, it's good. No. Yeah,
I think it's almost perfect.
It really helps your argument.
Like there are two. You gave me an example of two.
That's like saying number 1 striker in the Premier League and number 7. I can make a good argument. If we're going to say Shearer's number 1, I can make a good argument at whoever is 7.
No, but if you believe that Thierry Henry is probably the best striker the Premier League's ever had, right? Let's just quickly.
Yeah.
The 7th best striker that the Premier League has ever had is someone like
Luis Suarez.
No, but that's because of time.
No, I just said Luis Suarez.
Yeah, okay. So it's impossible. You couldn't argue.
I can.
You can't argue that Suarez is the best Premier League striker.
I'll say peak for peak. That's what I'll do. I'll say peak for peak. Suarez probably better than Henry. And you would say what's that?
I'd say you're wrong.
No, yeah, but I probably am wrong, but it's close.
No, I just don't think that the argument runs. And I just think that.
You can have Vidic. You can have Vidic, but I think you're harsh.
Vidic was so overrated.
No,
mate, off the top of my head,
you can't win 2 PFA Player of the Year awards and be overrated.
But how can I name? How can I very easily name 5, 6 centre halves better than him straight away without thinking?
Go on, him.
John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Jaap Stam, Virgil van Dijk. Sol Campbell.
Wait.
Sol
The pause.
I'm thinking.
Go on. You said top of my head. Just
Sol Campbell. I was thinking of clubs.
Go on,
I was actually. Do you know who was in my head? And then I thought it's probably not a good one to use. I nearly said Paul McGrath, but it was too previous.
Too.
Tony Adams.
You said Tony already.
Tony Adams, Sol Campbell. They were my 5 and 6.
Okay. Now I will. Look,
Ricardo Carvalho.
By the way, you could be right. I love Carvalho. By the way, you could be right about all of them. But someone will make an argument to say Vidic is in that conversation, and there'll be a good argument.
Was Vidic a better Premier League player than Thiago Silva at Chelsea?
Close. I'll say yes, but it's close.
See what I mean?
Yeah, but Thiago Silva...
Was Vidic better than Carvalho?
By the way, Thiago Silva could be... See that peak for peak thing I just did?
Yeah.
Could be the best Premier League centre-back we've ever seen.
Was Vidic better than Carvalho?
Joint 6. They're both so good.
Ricardo Carvalho and Nemanja Vidic didn't play the same sport.
No, they played differently. Different.
They didn't play the same sport.
They played differently.
So that's my 2. So I've gone Ledley King, Nemanja Vidic.
And I've gone Cahill, Ruben Dias.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Which now means that we are at right back.
Ooh. Who first, me or you? Shall I go first?
Go on.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You've gone that.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, overrated.
Do you think?
You know why? And maybe this is the Robertson thing. I've almost separated him into 2 here. So obviously everyone's going to rate him highly because of what he does going forward. When we're losing, I'm watching him defend and it kills me. And I want to smash my TV sometimes. And I just can't have a player considered the best right back we've ever seen that can't actually defend. And that's why he's in as overrated, because your day job is defending and you can't do that. And your extra job's creating. So I've split him in 2, and this is the problem I'm going to have. I know people are going to give me stick with this, but I think you can't be considered one of the best right-backs we've ever seen in the Premier League if your defending is horrendous. And that's why he's there.
I think it's a fair rationale.
That's why he's there.
It's a harsh rationale.
It's a harsh one.
You're not judging the footballer, are you? You're judging the right back.
I'm judging the right back.
As a footballer or a creator or whatever, it's different.
I'm just judging you as a right back, and you can't defend, and that's a problem for me.
Yeah. I've gone Kyle Walker. I've gone Kyle Walker.
Wait, so you've gone with arguably the best right back we've ever seen in the Premier League, arguably, because I know the Gary Neville thing's there.
That's why I've gone for it, because I don't think he's... Lots of people say he's the best.
Okay, see your Vidic argument.
I don't think he's the best, and I don't think he's the second best.
Go back to your Vidic argument for a second. You don't think he's the second best? You're going to say Ivanovic?
I don't think he's better than Ivanovic. I really don't. And I don't think he's better than Ivanovic. Ivanovic was a masterful right back for us.
Come on, Kyle Walker is better.
Everyone talks about Kyle Walker.
Ivanovic is basically a centre back playing right back.
Kyle Walker on the ball, very average. Kyle Walker in an attacking sense, realistically fine, but Kyle Walker getting on the big goals from Kyle Walker. Name one for me. Anyone. Name a massive goal that he's
scoring.
Yeah,
I don't want him to score.
Literally, name one.
Don't need him. Don't need him to score. Don't need him.
You do.
No, I don't want him. Don't want him.
Being a footballer,
I don't want him to score. I don't want him to score. I don't want him to score.
No, he's the best right back in the Premier League.
I want him to defend. You can't beat that boy 1-on-1.
Ask what?
1-on-1.
Who can't?
Unless your name's Mbappe.
Who you can't?
No.
Juan Mata can. Have a look
a couple of times.
Have a look at what Juan Mata did. Have a look at what Juan Mata did to him.
That's like the Torres Vidic thing, but yet Torres only scored 2 goals against United, but everyone goes Torres destroyed Vidic.
Have a look at what Juan Mata did to Kyle Walker.
Rory.
Kyle Walker on the ball. Kyle Walker. No.
Rory, I love you. I've known you a few years. Me and you're good friends. You can't have Kyle Walker.
You can. He is overrated.
He's not though.
He is not better than Ivanovic.
Like normally when they say someone wins trophies, and I like people like Darren Fletcher's one, and I'm like, so? He literally was integral to everything Man City did.
He's an amazing player.
Integral.
He's just not the best right back of all time Premier League.
He could be.
No, he can't.
He could be. I think that argument now of him and Gary, by the way, chuck Ivanovic out of the argument. Ivanovic might be the third, but he's such a distant third.
No.
He's such a He's never been, apart from you, he's never been in the argument. No one's ever said.
That's because I'm a footballing sage.
No, because he's played for Chelsea for 10 years.
No, it's not even because of the Chelsea thing. He was a brute. You couldn't get past him. He was lethal in both boxes. Lethal.
Slow? Slow? Too big? His legs were too big. His legs were like...
Slow compared to Kyle Walker.
Yeah, everyone's slow.
It's slow compared to Kyle Walker, but you very, very rarely find an example of somebody fast getting one over.
I can't remember how much Man City paid Tottenham for Kyle Walker, but it's worth every single penny. He has been sensational.
I'm trying to think of. I'm literally trying. So Ivanovic wins Chelsea a European competition. Literally last minute header in Amsterdam wins us a European trophy. We win European silverware because of Ivanovic.
No, don't like that argument. I know what you mean, but
it literally happened. Yeah. Scored the winner in a final. Oh, God, scored a winner in a final. No. We beat Benfica in a final. He scores the winner. Wallop.
What trophy was that?
Europa League.
Oh, we're counting those, yeah.
What is the Europa League when it was good though? When the teams from the Champions League, we were a Champions League team.
And you got knocked out.
Yeah, but that's how strong the Europa League was. It was full of Champions League teams. We won that, mate. We went to Anfield. That's why you're being funny. When Ivanovic scores 2 goals at Anfield to beat you in the European Cup quarter-final.
I can't remember. All I think about is the amount of money that Pep has had and the amount of changes he has made to that squad over the years. I mean, you're talking $1 billion, aren't you? If Kyle Walker's fit, he doesn't even look at that right back.
No, he was the best.
Didn't even look at it.
He was the best right back. He was the best right back that you could possibly get at the time. Yeah, I mean, you could argue that Alexander Arnold was better. Some would have probably, I don't know, Carvajal. But the best that they could get, he was that. No doubt. He's an amazing player.
Phenomenal.
He's an amazing player.
Phenomenal.
But he's not better than Ivanovic. He's not better than Gary Neville. I don't even care what Gary Neville has to say about that.
He's most certainly better than Ivanovic, and it's close with Gary Neville. It's very close with Gary Neville.
Ivanovic was as good defensively as Kyle Walker.
He's so good, yeah.
Ivanovic was as good defensively as Kyle Walker was.
Debatable.
No.
And by the way, let's not forget as well, Kyle Walker, fantastic in a free. So he'll not only as a right back, he'll play centre back.
Ivanovic was originally a centre half.
Yeah, I know, and that's why he looks so sometimes out of place at right back.
He never did. Until it was over, he never did. Like, we win a European Cup in Amsterdam. We then, by the way, we win 2012. We win the Champions League for the first time in our history. We beat Napoli at home in probably the most great day I've ever had in my life. We beat Napoli 4-1. He scores the winner, rifles it into the net against Napoli.
Kyle Walker is the perfect balance of you are rated exactly where you should be, sir.
No.
You know, like we get a bit excited, like generational talent, Trent, all that. We know we go crazy sometimes. Kyle Walker is exactly where he should be.
He's massively, massively overrated. Right into the midfield. I've smashed this midfield right up.
Yeah.
Where should we start? Central midfield?
I've gone 3, but you've got 4.
I've gone 4. So I've got your own formation. Yeah. I'll start. Good. You start then if you only got 3.
Okay, cool. The most obvious, little shoe in, so we have no arguments. Dembele.
Yeah, Moussa Dembele. He's in mine. Yeah.
He has to be in. I mean, the stories.
I know.
It's getting ridiculous now.
I know.
Like we need that guy, what's it, HMRC, to kind of check everyone's stories on Dembele. Because growing up, he was good, but I never like, oh my God, Tottenham playing
Nobody
Liverpool,
was bothered
I'm so
about
scared.
Dembele at the time. I know. No. We would play against Tottenham.
Or Fulham.
Whether we would, like, invariably we'd win. But if we didn't win, we'd lose. And I don't think Dembele was responsible for their defeat. And I don't think he was responsible for their victory.
Yeah, maybe he had a couple of good runs and a shimmy and all that and silky stuff. Fair. But, I mean, what players are doing now? Like, I feel sorry that he's in this, but it's because of them.
Yeah.
They've put him in such a pedestal. And I'm like, he was good, but let's all calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't quite get it. His career has certainly been amplified
Big time.
post-retirement.
Big time.
And no, he has become one of the most overrated players that I can really think of.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. It's almost like the streets won't forget. And I'm like, I've already forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Who's next in your midfield?
Oh, he's got to be in. I'm going to get a bit of heat for this. Paul Pogba. He's over. Sure. No, of course he was he literally, you know, like when Man United were really bad, he was always in like this 11. I remember we used to play against them all the time, Liverpool, when they were bad. It was like, oh, the only person that can get in this 11 is Paul Pogba. I'm like, but he's been rubbish as well. The elevation of Paul Pogba.
The problem.
No, there's no problem.
The problem with your inclusion. There is one problem with your inclusion.
He was so overrated.
I don't think people overrate him now in the Premier League, though. Paul Pogba, like I weirdly love Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, in my head, is what footballers should be.
I thought Paul
Superstar.
Pogba, and maybe it was my fault. Maybe this is my fault, people. I just thought he was going to be Yaya Toure. I thought he was just going to absolutely...
But more silky.
Yeah, just more silky and just too big. Paul Pogba's 6'4". I thought he was just going to bully people, like get out of the way. And when they signed him back...
And when he was good, he was so good.
When he was good. But I just wonder if it was the Pirlo combination, that midfield. I just thought maybe...
Conte.
Yeah, maybe.
I loved that play. Do you know what he used to do? He did it a couple of times at Man United, but it was so Conte, switch. And Paul Pogba was like the perfect player for it. You know that pinging arrow...
Oh!
He used to switch the play, and he would ping it, and it would like drop... Bang, straight onto the wings.
Dude,
like,
he
amazing
scored
pass.
one goal for Man United against West Ham. Look at that, see? We're both on the same.
West Ham.
I remember thinking,
it was like an arrow. The ball would still be travelling now.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my Lord.
It's like at least 35 yards
So maybe I'm kind of just contradicting myself by putting them in here, but I think we just thought, or at least United fans thought, that they had signed a player.
The problem is with your inclusion. I don't think he's rated anymore. I don't think anybody's. Nobody's saying he was the best. Nobody's saying he's Premier League all time.
No. But then we're old enough to remember then.
Yeah.
And back then, Pogba. You know what I mean? We all remember it then, and I just remember thinking, he's got to win a Ballon d'Or. Like the way they're talking about him, I thought he's got to win. And it just hasn't happened. Didn't happen. I thought Paul Pogba back then was overrated, and they used to think of his France Kante link up and forget that for United he isn't doing much.
Paul Pogba.
Yeah. By the way, Rory was trying to sing a song there. If anyone's wondering what that was, that was a song.
It was a great thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
what a song!
Yeah.
What a song!
Yeah, it's look. I love Pogba. I love players like Pogba. I think that's what footballers should be. Artists. Like, he dances with the ball. He was an amazing player. Him, Grealish, that's the characters in the game that I want.
Football, you're right, but it doesn't mean he wasn't overrated.
He's not in my team. I kind of get where you're coming from. I just, sadly, don't think that anyone rates him anymore. And that's a travesty.
That is sad.
And that's a travesty.
Monaco now, isn't he? Is it
Monaco?
Monaco?
I hope it works out for him.
It won't. He's too old now. He's been out of the game for 2 years.
Yeah. I've gone for Dembele, as we agreed, and then I've got Jack Wilshere.
I'm not even lying to you.
You got Wilshere? Yeah, Jack Wilshere. Yeah. So,
dude,
you've got...
So I've got my 3 in my midfield.
Yeah, I've got a 4-man midfield.
So you got another one then?
I've got another 2. So my midfield's 2 in the middle are Dembele, Wilshere.
Yeah.
I've then got 2 more, which is Mesut Ozil and Maddison.
North London. It's all North London, that, isn't it? Wait 1 second. Say that again.
Yeah. It's very Tottenham and Arsenal.
Tottenham.
Yeah, Dembele, Wilshere, Ozil, Maddison.
Should we start with the Wilshere one? Because we both have Wilshere. Should we go why?
We should talk about Jack Wilshere.
Yeah. I used to work for Islington Council. So my manager, Wayne Woodrop, had a season ticket for Arsenal. And because of the points he accrued, he had a Champions League ticket for Barcelona, Arsenal. I was like, dude, I'm going to buy that game. And that's the game Wilshere just...
Yeah, that was the day. That was his day.
And I'm not joking, because of what he did to... I can't remember who was in the Barcelona midfield. It might have been the 3. It might have been the Xavi and the Busquets. They literally took him to that. Like they were like, we've got the best player, like midfielder in the world, and I kept hearing it every single day at work. And then I was like, he's played about 8 good games for you. And then they kept showing that goal against, was it Norwich?
Goal, Norwich.
Norwich, yeah.
One touch. Yeah.
And then nothing. Then it was injuries, and he'll come back and he'll still be that. And for about 2 years, it was like he's world class without playing football.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, he's in there.
No, he had an amazing time of it. And you're right, that was a jewel in the crown. That game against Barcelona, and you've got to think they were so strong then. That Barcelona
that was,
team.
mate, they're all young.
I think they had
By the way,
Mascherano on the bench. It was that sort of,
and that's them at their absolute peak.
Yeah.
They were like 26, 27 in their pomp.
yeah. It was like David Villa, Lionel Messi,
Yeah.
Pedro maybe
Pedro.
Maybe that. Yeah. But yeah, it was an amazing team. It was an amazing era, and it was an amazing performance. Jack Wilshere, in terms of talent, in terms of unfulfilled talent, in terms of unfortunate situations with injury, he comes into this, right?
Yeah.
But again, people talk about him as if if he didn't have the injuries, he would have been like one of the world's greatest. And that comment, I forget who made it, but do you remember the comment about, mate, we got like Barcelona's B team is full of Jack Wilsheres.
Remember that?
Like,
No.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. So it's
we got a million Jack Wilsheres. We got a million Jack Wilsheres in Barcelona. Yeah.
Maybe if it wasn't for the injuries, maybe because there was a player in there. I mean, again, you don't do what you did to that Barcelona midfield if you're not a top player.
But doing things like that consistently is what makes you elite. And I just think he's incredibly overrated. You know the way that people talk about him now. Like people even now still they go, oh, like Arsenal fans, they go, one of the most gifted footballers I've ever seen is Jack Wilshere. Like, what are you on about? You watched Henry? Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's not. Like, Dennis Bergkamp played for your club. What are you talking about? Yeah. It's a weird one, and it's a shame because if it had gone well for Wilshere, like, I think it was a 2014 World Cup. I remember going, and there was some hope around him. And then 2016, I remember playing Slovakia again, in Saint Etienne.
By the way, great player.
You've got to be great.
You've got to be great to be on this list. If you're on this list, I mean, you should be like clipping it up and put it on your socials.
I've then gone for Mesut Ozil. Do you know why?
This is not going to go down well.
Do you know why? I've heard a lot of people say the best player, the best Arsenal player, undoubtedly of the Emirates era. Oh, this is a great game. Who do you think is the best Arsenal player of the Emirates era?
Alexis Sanchez.
Agreed.
Alexis Sanchez. It's got to be.
The Emirates era Arsenal is Alexis Sanchez or maybe one of the boys of today. Like Bukayo Saka's been in that team for 5 years now, so you can start bringing him into it if you want.
Fair.
You know, you could bring him up if you want. There are certain other players where you go, the best player at this club is who in the new era, and I'm not really ready to listen to the Henry argument. I know he played at the Emirates, but Henry is Highbury for me.
Yeah.
Henry is Arsenal, but he's not the best Emirates. Yeah. So I think it's Alexis Sanchez. I've heard a lot of people, friends of ours, friends who've sat there, say that it's Ozil. It's like, what? It just wasn't, was it? It just wasn't.
He came... when he
the amount
landed,
of that first game at Sunderland.
He landed.
Yeah, but they came with fanfare as well. Signing, big signing, big money, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Obviously, that game against England, 2010.
Mate,
Do you remember that?
I think he's so good.
Yeah,
but that's why though, because I think he is so good, but didn't fulfill.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, did something.
Didn't do anything.
What do you mean didn't do anything?
I don't remember his Arsenal team being particularly good. I don't remember him being particularly good. I don't remember being scared of him.
It was all like little. I feel bad. I was about to, little small people.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Riziki, Santi Cazorla. It was all those little neaty, nice.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But I just can't really remember, or I can't really remember thinking of Ozil's Arsenal being scary, or even like certain players. There are times like I can remember when I was a really young kid. Chelsea were playing Man United. I was terrified of Cantona, terrified of Giggs. I can remember playing Arsenal. I was terrified of Henry. He scored against us every time we played. He literally scored against us every time we played him. Terrified of Bergkamp. Terrified of Arsenal as a whole. I can remember playing Liverpool. I was literally petrified of Fernando Torres. Right, literally.
Rightly so. We know you're
like the night before we're playing Liverpool in a Champions League game. I'm going up there the next day and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is it. Torres was on my mind. I never remember feeling like that about Mesut Ozil.
That's a good shout. It's a good shout.
I never remember being scared. I never remember being bothered. And he had a good team. That Arsenal team, it certainly wasn't a bad Arsenal team, was it?
No, it wasn't a bad Arsenal team. It was a team that had started to rebuild.
What was it? He would have been I suppose
No,
One of them wasn't. It was Lacazette, wasn't it?
No, it was Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil, kind of that.
Yeah.
It was them lot. It was that was like the front lot of it.
Xhaka would have been part of
Xhaka
that.
would have been that, yeah.
Yeah, it was the defence that wasn't good enough. Although, again, HMRC got Ferdinand. Did you hear him talking about Koscielny?
No.
Like, HMRC got Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
about Koscielny.
About how good he was.
So, but and at one point, there's a clip where he was like, recently, he was like, nobody ever spoke about Koscielny being one of the best players in the league. And there was a clip of Rio Ferdinand talking about, Koscielny being one of the best players. So yeah, I think Ozil is well worth his place in this team. And then I've gone for James Maddison. Like, James Maddison doesn't get in the Tottenham team, does he?
But then he's not rated.
He is rated.
By who? Because he does a darts throw when he scores.
Well, he's rated by himself.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
He's
overrated.
Highly rated by himself.
You know the problem with Maddison is, you go back to last season when he scored that goal against City.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it was? Remember on that slump and he scored.
Yeah, and then he did the Roy Keane thing.
Yes, and so you're right. He's overrated himself and Tottenham fans because they see glimpses of what looks like a really good player. And even before they bought him, he was really good at Leicester. I know they got relegated, but he scored quite a few Premier League goals. He's put himself in the Jack Wilshere, in the Jack Grealish bracket of players. You know, that kind of socks down. He's not that. No. He's not that. So you're right, maybe.
Doesn't even get in a starting lineup.
No, not anymore.
And you know, I've heard people talk about him maybe for England and all that. I'm just like, what are you on about? Like,
but he's good though.
Everyone on this list is good. This team that we've created, by the way, would finish. My team would finish top 4 in the league. In fact, my team might win the league.
I think Maddison's good.
The whole point of this is that you're good.
Yeah, Maddison's good.
Like, you know, very average players. Tosin Adebayo is not in this team.
Yeah.
He's not very good.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I've gone James Maddison, and then my front two.
Let me. Wait. I've got to go.
What have you got? Front.
Yeah, I've got front three.
Front three. Okay,
yeah.
Go on. Get us underway.
Through the middle, Aubameyang.
Not sure.
What? Aubameyang was highly rated by Arsenal fans.
But he was very good as well.
Yeah, but overrated.
But he's not rated now.
No, it wasn't. But I'm going on the time.
Mate, when he was there, he was good.
No, but he wasn't as what they thought he was.
Won them the cup.
I won the FA Cup.
He won them the cup.
Yeah, but then they thought he was the best forward in the world.
One of the best forwards in the league. He's another one that could be the best Arsenal player in Emirates era. Nah, you made a pig's ear of this.
Nah, I haven't.
You're all over the place.
One second. You had Ozil in there.
Yeah.
Ozil in there. Ozil definitely is one of the best players in the Emirates era.
Aubameyang is too good, mate.
Yeah, that's why he's on the list, because he's too good.
No, he's too good to be overrated.
Oh, he's too good to be overrated? So he'll be the best player on the whole list that we've done?
92 goals in 100.
Well, one second. You've got Kyle Walker on this list.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nah, Aubameyang can't be.
No, 1 second. If you've got Kyle Walker on the list, Aubameyang can be on this list.
All right. You want Aubameyang on?
I want Aubameyang on this list.
Okay.
Go on.
My one of my front two, Jermaine Defoe.
Ooh, controversial.
People are talking about Jermaine Defoe now like he was Andy Cole. People, honestly, they're talking about Jermaine Defoe in the way that I talk about Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
They're talking about him like...
Jermaine Defoe doesn't help himself. I love Jermaine. But he does this thing where, be quiet or make a noise until you hear a better player. And some of the names that are going past, I'm like, you better start talking now.
Like Jermaine Defoe.
Was Jermaine Defoe better than Darren Bent?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I was at...
It's interesting.
I went to Katowice in like, I don't know, 01 or something like that. Jermaine Defoe, I think he made his England debut and scored. Like, he was a very good bagsman. He was like an old school goal scorer. He scored goals now. Scored goals literally now if he just came out of retire. He is just an ingrained goal scorer. But nowhere near the player. Like, in terms of like naming Premier League strikers, this isn't a joke. I named 20 off the top of my head far better than him. I'd probably name 20 Man United centre forwards better than him. Certainly 10. Certainly 10.
No, you could not.
Bet you I could name 10.
Go on right now.
Andy Cole.
Yeah.
Better than Jermaine Defoe,
Yeah, fair.
obviously. Dwight York, better than Jermaine Defoe, obviously.
No, not obviously.
Eric Cantona.
No, not Dwight, obviously.
Dwight York?
Not obviously.
Yeah, mate.
No.
Mate.
Okay, go on.
Andy Cole, Dwight York, Teddy Sheringham.
No.
Sheringham's better than... Are you crazy?
No, but see, they're different players.
No,
They're
centre
different
forwards.
players. Sheringham's a 10.
Centre forwards.
Okay.
Centre forwards.
Right, cool.
Mark Hughes. Far
Sparky.
Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
Far better.
Yeah, Rooney, you're right.
Rooney far better. Van Nistelrooy far better.
Van Persie. Yeah, I'm helping
See what I mean?
Yeah, I'm helping you.
Yeah, he's just not... He's a very good goal scorer. Very good Premier League goal scorer. Always knew where the back of the net was. If he was playing now, he'd be if he was playing now, he'd be the second best striker in the league by a distance. Whereas when he was playing, he was like, I don't know, he was like at best the second or third best striker at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like, he weren't better than Berbatov, was he? No. He weren't better than Berbatov. Like, he weren't even the best striker at the club he was at.
There was a season when, Walcott got picked for England.
What, when he shouldn't have been by Sven?
And it really should have been Benty, but everyone says it should have been. And Jermaine Defoe was like the reserve call up. Do you remember that? And then he got sent back.
Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe only got 8 goals in that season.
Yeah.
The HMRC kid sort of brought it up.
He only scored more than 15 goals in a Premier League season once. And yet people kind of go, what he was a very good sort of fox in the box goal scorer and could do a little bit of everything. Like, decent if you rolled it into his feet, could roll a man, brilliant if you put him in behind, rapid. And in terms of that finish, if he was through on goal, he probably scores it. But at the time, it was like, again, I don't remember being aware of Jermaine Defoe or bothered. He was doing his thing at West Ham, then he was doing his thing at Tottenham, and he was good. But we were winning leagues, and I never wanted to sign him. I never thought about signing him. I never saw him as a striker even close to what we had on the bench. Like, that wasn't... He wasn't comparable to what we had, and we were kind of the standard bearer at the time. And he wasn't even close to what Man United had, who were the part of the chasing pack.
Yeah. All right, fair. No.
So I've gone Jermaine Defoe. Do you want to do another one now? Or?
Yeah, this is... Look, you know what I mean? So this, I might have to leave the country after doing this one.
Coming in.
If you're going to call him God, he has to be the best player in the world. And he wasn't.
Fowler?
Yeah. Yeah. You know the thing is with Fowler, I think Fowler probably the best finisher Liverpool have ever had.
You're putting him on an overrated list.
No, probably the best. But I don't know. When you ask all the Liverpool sort of players to do their best 11s or best 11 they played with, even if you ask Carragher to do, I don't think they put Fowler up front. And I don't think Gerrard does either. I think they go Suarez through the middle or Torres through the middle. Do you know what I mean? And I just wonder, if they're doing that, was he as good as we like to remember him being?
Yeah, he was.
No. Of course he was good. That's why he's on the list.
No, but he was mental good. He's possibly the greatest natural finisher that this country's ever produced.
Better finisher than Rooney.
Talking strictly about finishing. Oh, possibly. I haven't really thought about it.
Better than Kane.
Possibly, just as a finisher. Probably not, by the way. Probably not.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not, definitely not.
But the reason I bring up those two is that I think if you were to do a Premier League striker, they would be right up there.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be right up there.
No, Fowler is one of the best.
So I've said, do you know what I mean, though? So they wouldn't be where you would place them. You would place them... You could argue about number 1 and 2. You could make an argument.
Fowler is a mad shout.
Fowler's a God shout. He's called God. But I don't know if Fowler makes the top 10 Premier League striker list of all time.
He does.
So he does, yeah? Should we do this? Should we do it? I don't think he does.
Well, he's better. Robbie Fowler's obviously better than Robbie Fowler's obviously better than Jamie Vardy.
Okay, there's 2 at Liverpool that he even does. He's not better than Suarez and Torres.
No, he's certainly better than Torres at Chelsea.
Yeah, but certainly better than Torres. Yeah. Not Torres at Liverpool. He's not better than Haaland.
No.
He's not better than Shearer.
No.
He's not better than Rooney.
No.
He's not better than Aguero.
No. Drogba, no.
Vardy.
Yeah, he's better than Vardy.
Better than Vardy?
He's a better striker. I mean, Vardy's story and achievement is bigger.
Yeah.
But Robbie Fowler is obviously...
what Vardy has achieved, the longevity of it?
There's no doubt, in my mind at least, that Robbie Fowler is a better player than Jamie Vardy.
But do
you know how easily you did
better
it
than Van Nistelrooy?
No, Van Nistelrooy was better
Robin Van Persie?
Fowler. Van Persie was... What's Robin Van Persie better than Fowler?
Won the league for Man United in his first season.
Yeah, Van Persie's a very good player. But Robbie... I think you can compare. He's not... you haven't said Kane, you haven't said Cantona. There are others.
Yeah.
But I would also say that Robbie Fowler... He wouldn't be on my list at all.
Yeah.
In fact... by the way, on your entire list, Fowler is the only one where I was like, mate, you can't put him on.
No,
you know how you felt about Kyle Walker on mine? Yeah. That's how I feel about Fowler.
I just feel like we call him God, and I just feel like maybe he didn't live up to what I think he should have lived up to.
Okay, fair. I've gone Heung-min Son.
That's stupid.
Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son makes sense.
Ridiculous.
Mate,
One
I've heard
second,
Tottenham
one
fans.
second.
Tottenham fans,
One
a dear
second.
friend of mine,
One
Flap,
second,
told
one
me that he's their
second.
greatest ever player.
1 second. Yeah, that's stupid.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Stupid Flab. Mate, I'm pretty sure this guy has got like, I think it must have been 6 seasons in a row where this guy has scored over 20 goals.
Yeah, good player.
Sorry, good player. Scoring over 20 goals.
So is he Tottenham's best ever player?
No, obviously not.
Is he Tottenham's second best ever player?
No, but you're being unfair now.
Is he Tottenham's fifth best ever player?
Premier League?
No, all time.
No,
This is what they say.
No, one second.
This is what they say.
Premier League is probably Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham in the Premier League insignificant.
Yeah, well, he's third, maybe.
No, but what I'm saying is, Tottenham fans will tell you that he is their best ever player.
Mate, he was consistent 8 seasons.
I don't think he's in
8 seasons. He's been that guy.
Fine.
He was literally goals.
Should he be in the reckoning for
their?
their best ever player? Is he better than Kane?
No.
Is he better than Gaza?
Yes.
What?
To remove the love, remove what you're doing about the silky and stuff. Just look at the
not better than
stats.
Gaza, man.
No. If you just look at the Gaza, Gaza brings everything, doesn't he? He brings the I'll go to everything. Just look at the
Heung-min Son
numbers.
better than Paul Gascoigne.
Mate,
That
I'm
is
telling you now, look at his numbers. They are insanely good.
Don't care. About his
Insane.
numbers.
That partnership with
I think he's
Kane,
better than Gaza.
I think he's better for Tottenham than Gaza.
Impossible. Is he better than Bale? Is he better than Hoddle?
Different times.
You know those icons that we learn about? Dave Mackay, Pat Jennings. Good name.
I think we hold some of those icons, and I don't like looking at numbers because I leave that for the young kids to do. But I think we hold some of those icons in such high that you could never take over them.
Is he better than Jimmy Greaves?
No, don't be
Is he
stupid.
better than Danny Blanchflower?
Of course not. He's not better than.
Right. So how's Heung-min Son even
But
close to
we
being?
said Premier League, and for the Premier League, it literally is just those that you mentioned. I'll say it's
Kane, Bale, Son.
Kane, Bell, Modric, Son.
So he's
And
fourth.
he might be above Modric because of longevity.
I don't think he can be above Modric, can he? I don't think he can. Even Premier.
Nah, can't he? Man, you know how good he is. Like, left foot,
But
right
you
foot,
said
bang.
Suarez. You said Suarez better than Fowler.
Yeah.
Which I agree with,
Yeah,
by the way.
Suarez is better.
But Suarez, obviously, the best he did was at Barcelona, in the way that the best Modric did was at Real Madrid. So if Suarez is better than Fowler, that means that Modric is better than Son.
No. Suarez, even Suarez's impact at Liverpool is better than Fowler's. Suarez was, without doubt, for me, that season where I think got 36 or something, he was arguably the best player in the league. Arguably the best player in the league. I don't think Fowler's ever been that.
I just don't think. I just feel like we talk about Heung-min Son, who I rate really high. He's a very good player.
It's fantastic.
But they talk about him as if he is one of their best ever, or their best ever. And like I say, from my understanding, from what I've learned about Tottenham, from what I've been taught about Dave Mackay and Gary Mabbott and Danny Blanchflower and Jimmy Greaves, he's not even the best. If you take away compare him to those icons, Pat Jennings. Then if you bring into the players that I've seen play, you bring into Modric.
I'm going to cheat a bit. Is this fair?
Bring
Is
in
this okay?
Modric.
Can I cheat a bit
Bring
and
in
just look at
Bale.
his numbers?
Bring in Kane.
And I'm cheating, so I do apologise.
What? Whose numbers? Son's.
Songs.
No, Son's numbers will be through the roof.
I just think you're being very disrespectful.
I think that they won a trophy. He hung about for the trophy. Kane left, and they've got emotional about it.
Maybe, and that's why they've gone a bit crazy, yeah? This is the first season he came there. After that, 21, 18, 20, 18, 22, 24, 14.
So 127 goals in 333 Premier League games.
So let's just say 1 every 3. From the left.
It's good.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
It's not. That's not a mind-blowing number. They're very good numbers, but they're not mind-blowing.
That competes with your best left-sided players
One
ever.
trophy. That's why they love him. Because he hung about, won that trophy. Kane left, didn't win the trophy, and they want to be sneery to Kane.
What did Gaza win to? 1 FA Cup? That was it? Or
Yeah, he scored
that free kick.
Yeah, he was integral.
one?
What did Son score in that final?
I'm not sticking up for
checking
Son.
if he did.
No, wait a minute.
Bit part player that year, wasn't
Yeah, I'm not.
it? Bit part player. Okay, so that's us done, isn't it?
No, one more striker for me.
Oh yeah.
Again, it's difficult because he did score quite a few for West Brom, scored quite a few for Everton, scored a few for United. Lukaku.
Few for us.
Lukaku. Like, there were times when everyone was like, he could be the best number 9
He was
in
meant to
world
win us the
football.
league.
Yeah, he
was meant to win
You
us the
signed
league.
him and he was going to take over. Right?
Yeah, we won the Champions League. He came in the following season. That
Yeah.
was how we were going to launch a serious, sustained bid to win the Premier League.
And look, my argument is not going to be backed up by his numbers. I think his goals to game ratio is frightening.
No, but mate,
I look at him and I never think world class.
Now history hasn't been kind to him. But you're right. This is one where if you transport yourself back to that period,
Yes.
he was one of the most sought-after, highly coveted players in world football.
And look, at the time at Everton, he was a bulldozer.
Yeah, West Brom.
You know, there was all the comparison to Drogba because of his size
Went
and
so
physicality.
wrong for him.
And it just this.
You know when it was meant to happen? It was meant to happen at Chelsea, went wrong. Was meant to happen at Man United, went wrong. Was meant to do the business at Belgium in various international tournaments, went wrong. Was meant to win Inter Milan a European Cup, went wrong.
I was at that game, Inter Man City.
He cleared one off the line.
I couldn't believe it.
Cleared it off the line.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, this is
Do you know
not
what game I
working
was
for you.
at? Croatia.
Belgium.
I was at that game in Qatar. I was there.
The worst game.
And I didn't like Lukaku. And do you know
so
what?
you were ready. Knives out.
I was enjoying it.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It changed, mate. Look, I don't support Belgium, so I didn't really care. And I don't support Croatia, although I wanted them to win on the night. But I went into it, and Lukaku misses one sitter, and I'm like, yes, haha. You know, by like the fourth, fifth, I was like, oh, this poor geezer, man. Because at one he missed, and he just goes like that. I was like,
you know the worst
this
thing
is
he does?
horrible
He
to
does
witness.
that, and normally you get players that come on, like get.
No, he was on his own.
Literally, was on his own.
Henri
He looked around.
Henri
and he
was
on
there.
his own.
Henri was annoyed.
Yeah, Henri.
Henri, in the end, wasn't annoyed. He was cuddling him, but I was behind him. Henri was fuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a
Fair
I think
shout,
that's a
I
good
think.
shout.
Good
Should we
shout,
go
good
through
shout.
our teams?
Go on then. Have you got yours again?
Have you got yours handy?
I do. Right, so I've got, rightly so, Joe Hart in goal. Rightly so, 100%. It's going to get a lot of stick in it. Trent Alexander-Arnold, right back.
Okay.
Gary Cahill in the middle of Ruben Diaz. Luke Shaw, left back. My midfield is a win. Paul Pogba, Dembele, Jack Wilshere. Up front, we've got Lukaku, Aubameyang, which is a bit of a...
Good front line.
Yeah, and God, Robbie Fowler.
Really good
I've
front
got
line.
2 Liverpool players in. What have I done?
Mine is
Have you got any Chelsea in yours?
no
See,
Chelsea.
this is the difference between me and you,
hang
see?
on.
No Chelsea. This is the difference. This is
No
the difference.
Chelsea. No.
Well, no Chelsea players overrated, no?
None.
No, okay, cool. Of
No.
course not.
I've got Hugo Lloris in goal. I've got a back four of Kyle Walker, Vidic, Ledley King, Andy Robertson,
I'm counting the Tottenham here, so that's 2.
Dembele,
3.
Wilshere, Ozil,
Okay.
Maddison,
4.
Defoe,
5.
Son.
6. Clearly no bias. 6 Spurs boys. Clearly no bias
I didn't
whatsoever.
even realise that.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
Oh, there we have it. Thank you so much to everybody for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like. Please click subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on your overrated players in the comment section below. And make sure that you click the link in the description to find Ade Oladipo's YouTube channel. There's fantastic content going on out there. So please check it out and make sure that you subscribe to his channel. Ta-da!